All right, the highlights from Tuesday's trading in our chat room at GreatStockPicks.com. Didn't make a highlight video for Monday because Monday was so dead. The volume was so dead. The opportunities were just not there. It was just I actually Googled local cocaine dealers to try to find a way to keep myself awake, and I never had any calls. Filled out a form, but the police did come by. So don't do that if you get a chance. But today we at least had some action. MNST, I don't do drugs, I was just trying to be funny. 4 days down in a row, just getting killed, kind of had a doji on Monday. And then in after hours, they came out with news, I think about a buyback or something. So you got a slight gap up, but look what happened today. Yeah, there's the close, you got a slight gap up, and then a huge move. Now, 5 minutes into the session, I had this on watch here. And I generally, if you watch our videos, you know I don't usually call any trades for the first 30 minutes or so. But I did say over the microphone, MNST on a break of the 5-minute high could get going. Mostly because of the daily chart. Super beaten up, then good news. Great recipe for a short squeeze today, right? So my idea was a long, and I gave the price, 54.62. I said a break of the 5-minute high could get this going. And I actually took this trade myself, which is very uncharacteristic for me. But I bought some at 54. When it got right to the high of the day, I took some. I think I got filled at 54.58 or something like that. And look at this. Within 5 minutes, I'm already selling half. Because again, keep in mind, I'm not very seasoned at trading in the first 15 minutes. Stocks whip all over the place. In hindsight, I mean, this never came back to my entry. In hindsight, could have just left a stop and let it work, right? And then it based for a little bit. And check this out. Boom. I'm out the rest. So, nice trade for me. Thrilled to death to be making this money, but extremely unprofessional if you think about it. Could have just let the moving averages tell me when to get out, and this thing was unreal, and ends up going up. From my entry call at 54.62, it goes to 58.71, closes at the high of the day, $4.09 move. The risk was 51 cents a share, which is wide for me. Another reason I was quick to take some off the table, but it was 51 cents a share, which is a fairly narrow candle, considering everything that's been going on with MNST. But if I take a break of the 5-minute high, again, very rare for me, my stop's going to go below the 5-minute low. So it's going to have to break the 5-minute high and then roll over, take out the low of the day for me to be wrong. But anyway, that was my call of the day right there. Not my trade of the day, but a good trade nonetheless. But man, did I leave a lot of money on the table there. Just go through these real quick. NBR, we already had this on long watch. Because of the break out of this range a couple days ago, and then then a red day, but then the day after that was strong again. So this just, because it looked like this, went on long watch, okay? And then a little gap up today. Here's how I called it. Over the microphone, I said, hey, nice little flag on NBR. We already had this on watch. Could play this on this 5s flag, basically first break of a previous 5s high. I think I even gave the price 15.96 with a 15.90 stop. Very, very low risk trade, and there's the 15.96. So 6 cents risk. This doesn't look huge, but you know what? It went as high as let me see here. Yeah, pretty quickly it went to 16.29, and even went a little bit higher than that later. Really, really nice trade as far as the risk reward. Let's see what else. JC Penney's, this was another idea I had. Looked like this when I spotted it. JC Penney's, I said flagging here. If you look at it here, okay, opening 5-minute candles right here. Look what happens. It breaks the 5-minute, finally breaks the opening 5-minute high right here. Look what happened, and this is what I pointed out to everybody in chat. I said, look what happened yesterday when it did that. Right here, breaks the 5-minute high, the opening 5-minute range, in other words, and immediately rolled over. Today, same thing, breaks the 5-minute high. This is all after that big gap up, by the way. There's a lot of shorts in JCP. Today, it didn't roll over. It flagged, and when it showed a little strength here, I said, I actually like this on a high of day break. Usually shy away from high of day breaks. 23.20, I said worst case stop at 23. And boom, there's the trigger, little flag, and then another push higher. And it went to like, I don't know, whatever the high was here. From 23.20 to 23.56. But another one that really triggered right away and gave a quick, I don't know, 25 cents or something like that, and ended up not closing so strong, but the trade was already done. Mako, somebody in our chat room pointed out how strong Mako was kind of breaking out of this little cup and handle on the daily after getting decimated, by the way. When Mako looked like this, I just said, hey, Mako is down in the buy zone. I call the buy zone between the 20 and the 8 moving average on 5s. This is what I call the buy zone. Nice move here. Nice clean pullback on lower volume. Nice green candle here. Would have been a break of the first break of a previous 5-minute candle's high, or just a buy in here with an arbitrary 20-cent stop. Either way you wanted to play that. Even if you took it on the break of this green candle, didn't take it till it broke it, would have been 15.14 with a 15.06 stop, and it ended up getting up to almost 15.60, even over 15.60. So a very low risk trade on Mako as well. Try to show you here the buy. That didn't work. Trying to do an arrow. The buy would have been right there, and the stop would have been right there. That's pretty good. SYY on the daily. Super strong yesterday. Gapped up a little today and was showing some strength. So yesterday was the big day, and then today it was just grinding sideways. Put an early high of 30.33. When it looked like this, I called it again. I said 30.33 with a stop at 30.25. So only 8 cents below. And there's the break. And we got through yesterday's high as well. And went to like, I don't know what it was, 30.52. So almost 20 cents. Doesn't seem like much, but on 8 cents risk, not too bad. I did have a call today that, a couple calls that didn't work. Lowe's, LOW looked like this. And Home Depot was extremely strong. And like a fool, I should have just played Home Depot. I don't know why I was thinking, hey, I'm smart, I'll play the sympathy play. But anyway, LOW looked like this. I took some at 26.47. I said I had about a 20-cent stop. Okay, so here's what happens. Right here, they come take out some stops, right? People that use the candlesticks and place their stops right here, right? Went long here, placed their stops here. Look at them take out the stops. That's where my 20-cent stop held me in. But then at some point in here, I think right around here, when I realized, hey, this thing just can't get going, I killed it at 26.47. So I had just a flat trade in that, lost commissions. And it never did really get going. Look at that, just straight sideways the rest of the day. And the other one that didn't work was VRX. This made sense to me. This thing, nice move, flagging. And if you look at the daily, also impressive, nice volume breakout here, and was flagging on the daily, right? So you had a big breakout here over this whole range and a nice flag, and today you get a gap up, and on an intraday basis it was flagging. So my thinking is a break of this flag gets you through these recent highs, right? And it takes off, and it just didn't happen. Now the trigger and stop was 50.96 when it looked like this, 50.96. Worst case stop 50.82. So 14 cents risk. It did go up almost immediately to 51.10. I was looking for the breakout, so didn't sell any, and then just chopped around and ended up taking my stop out right about there. Lost about 14 cents. I think that was it for the day. I think I've covered every idea I had. I guess no reason to babble any further. If you ever have any questions, just go to the website and shoot us an email. Anyway, after that, I'll stop babbling, and we'll put out another video from what we do in chat tomorrow. Have a good night.